Right, it's more than a month after Cyclone Idai hit the coast of Mozambique, killing hundreds of people, displacing thousands and cutting a path of destruction. Emergency operations have now given way to recovery. Our correspondent Adrian Krish met with the head of the UN's resettlement program in the devastated port city of Beira to ask her if climate change was complicating the task of rebuilding flood-hit communities.
I think now is we have to look forward to see how we can do the integrated and holistic sustainable development plan, not only for Beira, but also for the metropolitan area and the corridor. We cannot look it in one area, but as also other areas as one. So I think this is the way that we will look forward and looking for a solution. And at the same time, as I said, that is also trying to convince the donors and also the funders to fund our research, and also the one that we already come up with the design, so that it's not because UN Habitat is also been working in Myanmar and Philippines. We have done quite a lot of involved quite a lot in the cyclone areas. So I think a lot of knowledge that we can share together with the government of Mozambique and also with the mayor and so the governors.
Parts of Beira and the region are below the sea. Already, your background is town planning.
Yeah.
Is the whole city, in your view, under threat in the future?
I was a mayor before for 7 years, and my city experienced almost the same criteria as Beira. My city was 60% below in the flood-prone area below sea level, and my city in Penang, Malaysia, was hit in 2017 flood, but of course it's not so strong in terms of cyclone. But I think we come back and look for a solution for a better planning, for a better resilient design building. Maybe now, after the disasters, we are all those flood-prone areas we built on steel, and then we look into the design of the building and using the local material, and it must be affordable to the local people. So I think a lot of things can be done, but we cannot. We have to face this. Climate change, and by doing some adaptation. But of course you can relocate everybody out of the area, but we have to find ways to adapt to the climate change by using technology and using knowledge. Sometimes the technology is a local technology. For example, in my city, it's local technology, because when we raise, we put on steel, and then we design it more resilient. Even the roof, we design pitch roof where they have we study the wind direction, and for the last year, because Malaysia have monsoon in November and December. Last year it was raining. Is in terms of the damage is very less. So I think we improve year by year, and from the experience that we receive.
Thank you very much.
From climate change, we sort of stay on the theme and go to Togo now. One man has been working to raise awareness about preserving natural resources and using them with maximum efficiency. Here's the story of Sena Aluka and his initiative, Young Volunteers for Environment. It's a Pan-African organization with 32 representatives on the continent.
These performances celebrate the environment. The dancers' costumes are made out of cocoa sacks from the region. The annual festival, called the Cultural Biodiversity Week, or CBW, has been held for 15 years now. It's organized by environmental activist Sena Aluka.
In my language, we say, if you want to know me, watch me dance and listen to me sing. With song and dance, my people express their attachment to the land and their respect for biological diversity.
The guests at the festival are also offered a range of local seeds. The idea is to convince farmers in the area to grow native varieties.
We have a great diversity of local seeds in our region, and we promote them because they're more adapted to our climate. Unfortunately, the farmers use a lot of cheap imported seeds, which are not adapted to our soil and don't produce good yields.
The people here in southwestern Togo live from agriculture, farming grain, cassava, rice, coffee, and cocoa. But the ground has been depleted of nutrients, and many farmers now use pesticides and chemical fertilizers on their crops.
We use pesticides on all our crops, like here with the young cassava. Otherwise, the insects will destroy the leaves. I need to use the pesticide at least 3 times for it to grow.
The plants might grow faster, but the pesticides pollute the groundwater and the river. Sena Aluka remembers how much cleaner the environment used to be. That's what motivated him to become an activist.
You see how this field reaches all the way to the river Wuto. So the river doesn't breathe anymore. It can't grow bigger and can't play its natural role of climate regulator. And the sediments don't nourish the ecosystem here.
But it's not just about chemicals contaminating the water. Deforestation is another major environmental problem here.
Every day I see what's going on. I observe desolation, illegal logging. Some trees that are more than 100 years old, with great value for my people, are being cut, are disappearing, and sometimes being sold for next to nothing.
Sena Aluka wants to boost young people's awareness. That's why he plants trees with children at the CBW festivities.
We learned how to plant trees because we need them to live in our environment. The forest is important because it gives us life, rain, fruits, and trees.
And they're from the villagers. In the evening, older people talk to the generation to encourage them to care for the environment.
I'm very happy to take part in these meetings. For example, I learned today that in the past they didn't use any fertilizer, and they still succeeded in having a great harvest by leaving the fields fallow. And I learned how to protect the forest.
At the end of the week-long festival, the children perform a play. 2 sons talk to their father about deforestation and climate change. The Cultural Biodiversity Week gives them a chance to practice what will hopefully become a lifelong role, that of protectors of the environment.
And that is it for now from DW News Africa. You can, as always, catch our stories on our website, on Facebook page. You can talk to me on Twitter. I'm at Mundwa7. Bye for now.
yaga anda dem fu nekk toog fu nekk es ñëw ñu bàyyi wante toog mero lépp lu ma def nga lijante di ma def lu ñaaw loo dégg si sa nopp yi wax ma ku fa jaar we should not be in a hurry to introduce everyone we met as a friend not realizing there is a difference between a friend and an acquaintance. Be smart enough to differentiate between the two. Open your eyes, don't let nobody fool you. In this world, yaga anda dem fu nekk toog fu nekk es ñëw ñu bàyyi wante toog mero lépp lu ma def nga lijante di ma def lu ñaaw loo dégg si sa nopp yi wax ma ku fa jaar bul di ji sa morom lum deful ñu Gambia na ànd ak ñu habits kon my friend kay ma xelal la ma xamal la ñette yu gën si yow sa love life bul xejal kenn xejal ma ko ni ngay amee bul ko wax kenn xejal ma ko sa next move bul ko wax kenn xejal ma ko ñu Gambia ñu bala fal ñu anda dem fu nekk toog fu nekk es ñëw ñu bàyyi wante toog mero lépp lu ma def nga lijante di ma def lu ñaaw loo dégg si sa nopp yi wax ma ku fa jaar bëgg naa seefin ni bëgg naa seefin xarit mel ni laaj leen ma ñalla wayo tamu naa seefin bëgg naa seven xaritu billi tey jii ma wax leen ko man taamu naa li si xarit doo su open day has to tell me the truth even suma meete xam naa ne dëgg neexul in time of crisis those who stood for me and matured enough to respect my privacy bëgg naa xarit bu may encourage inspired to be the best have proven over time to be dependable and reliable man bëgg naa xarit who understand my baggage and help me on my path kii moom tiyel ma ko yaga anda dem fu nekk toog fu nekk es ñëw ñu bàyyi wante toog mero lépp lu ma def nga lijante di ma def lu ñaaw loo dégg si sa nopp yi wax ma ku fa jaar